No,
Yeah.
for real, it's true.
How you doing, brother?
I've been doing great, and all glory to God, all thanks to Him
It's
for
the
life.
drip and the sauce for me.
Yes, I'm dripping with the saucy day body. Yeah. No competition
That's right.
there with nobody.
Nobody.
I just want to see my people make money and make this life be a happy place.
Wow, wicked tune, man. What a song. I love it. It's actually one of my favorite songs of the Fifth Dimension album, and that's why I decided to play it now.
For real.
But hey, welcome. I'm happy you're here today.
Thank you very much, boss.
It had been a while we actually sat down.
Truth.
It was important that we sit down like brothers and vibe like we always do.
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
But let me say congratulations, man. Last weekend was a good one, eh?
Yes, I.
Yeah. Reggae Dancehall Artist of the Year, Best Afro Pop Song of the Year.
Yes.
You had 7 nominations. Charlie, I think it was a good weekend.
Yeah, man, for real.
Tell me about it.
Was. I actually enjoyed, this would be one of the first times that I will just be sitting and watching the whole show.
Yeah.
And just getting up to go and collect what is deserved.
Right.
And that gave me a lot of time to actually see the VGMAs from a different perspective, like a complete, consumer.
Okay.
Who would actually take notes and see what the improvements have been and what I could do next time when I'm performing, etc. So I think my overall submission would be that this year's has been amazing. Super.
I see.
From the red carpets to the stage, the use of lightning and screens, and bro, that's just like it. That's just like I think by the next 3 times that the VGMAs will be held again, it will feel like I'm really watching a Grammys or BETs. To be honest.
The way you're speaking, it looks like you really now appreciated what was presented. Now you were seated in the auditorium.
Yeah.
You were not busy trying to rehearse your session or perform and all of that. So you had to view it like a viewer.
Which is right.
You sound like you have a whole totally different appreciation of the event.
True, because it has actually been one that is always pushing the envelope. And I think this year's has really pushed. Because if I've ever seen a combination of lightning and screen, and how do you call it, like, to complement what is actually happening on stage in real time and what is being played in conjunction with how the stage performance is going and the lightning. And this will be my very first time to say that it's on that level.
Wow.
It's been coming, but this level is actually an improved level that has to be acknowledged. From the masses. You know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes for the, excuse me to use the word, regular people, they only enjoy it, but they don't really get to be able to see the technical stuff that has gone in. So I'm only highlighting it from that perspective, and so I appreciate it a lot because I've always been a fan of the VGMAs before I got onto it once upon a time, and I've been here with it. So
and you keep winning. When you were talking about the awards you won, you mentioned totally deserved, and it's instructive to note. It's instructive to know that with your category and probably one of the few categories you were in, there was not so much controversy around them, right? This year.
Yes.
It must feel good.
Not so much. Yeah. Truth be told, I think the controversies that I get to also hear it's not always with my category. It's not always.
Yeah.
But
you've been at the center of a lot of the controversies.
But you find out that I was happy that our own brother Kim Promise picked up an award this time, and that is like, yes, finally, because we've been rooting for him same way. Like, he's been putting in a great deal of work, and I think that was a highlight for me to realize that he eventually got to pick up 2 awards. Camido picked up an award as well. I got to present the best new artist, which went to Last Made. And coming on stage to present an award as an artist same time, it's just like it's an honor done me. I don't know if anybody has noticed how I feel about that. Like, honestly, it's realistically you're supposed to probably be maybe be like you're supposed to be revered to do that,
to do a presentation on the stage.
That's how I see it, to come and present an award on stage for come on, man.
Yeah.
So that one alone, I think it's an award on its own that people are not really checking, but I'm checking for that.
You're loving it.
Yeah.
I saw you all suited up on the stage, you know, with the swag and the sauce. I'm like, yo, my brother.
All day, every day.
Yo.
All day.
Anyway, so Black Sherif, Blacko, won the Artist of the Year on the night.
Amazingly deserving. Come on.
Oh, you think so?
Full support behind such an amazing talent, because the reality is that it could have also gone to another artist in that same category, and it will be deserving because, you know, except you're not nominated in a certain category, especially for the Artist of the Year, then you don't deserve a win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But once you're nominated, a win is well deserved, irrespective of the different submissions that will come from different fan bases and different school of thoughts. I think what we should be noticing is that all the nominees in that category deserve a win when they win it. So congrats.
What are your thoughts on Blacko, though? I mean,
it's not new. He's fresh. He's a fresh artist, and I think as fresh as you are, you have a lot to to give, and he's proven himself to be somebody who's going to go very far, and that is all we all pray for, because there's a saying that says that beginning is difficult, but to maintain is more difficult. So we all just pray for life so that we all continue, you know, I stress on it, so that we all continue to maintain and grow, because the industry can never depend on one person, you know, whether the young or the old, but there's a need for a combination of both young, old, middle age. It should be seen as a family line. That's how we can continue to grow.
Where do you place?
I think, I've been here for a minute, bro. Artist of the Decade.
I know.
From 2019, and that's 4 years on. I'm still in the category of Artist of the Year.
So I knew
won
you'd
the
be
Artist of the Year
confused.
2015.
Yeah.
Went on to do the BETs, the Afrimers, the Nickelodeon Kids Choice, a few, you know, Grammys being there. You know what I mean? So
now where do you place? Are you old or you're young?
Somebody place me.
Are you old or you're young?
I'm a young legend. I'm a young legend because
I
started as early as possible, because I started at the age of 18 still. You know, releasing songs and etc. at the age of 18. So, you know, I'm still young, but I'm a young OG sort of. So I would just say young legend. If you ask me, I'll be a young
I
legend.
think it fits perfectly right. Now, artistically, have you thought about, you know, your art and Blacko's art, or probably doing something together?
Obviously, because collaboration is very important in our line of work. You know, but you know. Yeah, that's it. It has to come naturally also. And, you know, up until date, there are collaborations that have not been done yet anyway, you know. So I'm very open, and I believe that he's also...
You're being too theoretical.
No, that's what it is. I'm being very honest. I think
you are, but you're being too theoretical. Let's zoom in. I asked you about Blacko's art and your art. Have you thought about it?
Obviously, I said that from the beginning. It will be a crazy merger. You know, because this is a guy who would have tapped inspirations from, you know, young legends like myself and even predecessors. Because you saw, he blew my mind by singing, "Oh, Georgie, on you." That tells you from how far, you know, the industry is being. So why not? I'm just adding some to it. A collaboration will be amazing.
I think so too.
Today, tomorrow, next week, next year, whenever we have time.
Yeah. Were you hoping to win more awards than you did on the night?
Honestly, not. I really attended the VGMAs, you know, for the fact that I really wanted to be there, support the scheme as well, which like I told you, I'm always a fan of. So I peeped through the nominations when I got them, but I didn't really even pinch anything in my mind. Obviously, the Artist of the Year will ring a bell easily. You remember that more than any other one. So when I won the Afro Pop Afro Pop Song of the Year, it took me by surprise. Not that it's not deserving. You see, it's just the mind frame in which I was that I attended the event with. I only came feeling so grateful to God for how far I have come. You know, so anything that came my way, nobody could dispute that I deserve. And anything that goes anybody's way, nobody could dispute that they deserve either because they are in that category. That's just how I view it.
Okay.
You know.
All right, good stuff. Well, Fifth Dimension is here, and the world is enjoying it. Oh man, that album is something else. I told somebody that Stonebwoy is making an album for the Grammys.
Yeah.
Immediately I heard it.
For real?
Am I wrong or I'm wrong?
No, you're not. No, you're not wrong. You aren't wrong.
Yeah.
In the sense that when an album sounds this great, you know, just being humble about it, not bossy. You know, technically with all the inputs that has been placed into it, it qualifies to be nominated at the Grammys, you know, when there's a consideration, when they consider it under world music and, you know, the category that has been created for Africa. Obviously so. But I didn't go into the studio doing an album having a narrow mindset of Grammys in mind. You know, I had a mindset of doing a very world-class, world-standard album that can fit any platform, you know, and of course any awards scheme in the world, you know, when it comes to music.
I mean, one of the things that really cemented the fact that you were gunning for the Grammys was your feature with Angelique Kidjo. she seems to be like a pillar in Grammys.
How about Shaggy as well?
Oh, that was...
Shaggy is a pillar in the Grammys too. If you don't know.
Okay, so then you agree with both of them. So you even have two.
Yeah, Shaggy is a pillar. Shaggy is a foundation too.
What are those things you picked from these guys?
Lexus, these are our uncles, our fathers. For lack of a better word, I don't even know where to place them when it comes to. These are institutions on their own. And for a child like me to be coming up gradually over the years and already qualifying to do, you know, music with these people gives me a lot of fulfillment. That's why my theme for the whole year has been gratefulness. Like, if I dared to be ungrateful, I think something will go wrong with me, you know, at this particular point in time. So having Shaggy and Angelique Kidjo. Shaggy was the one that I fell in love with Shaggy first time. Mr. Bombastic. That was the song that would wake me up when my cousin played it in the house. Shout outs to Fuye them. He played that record on a cassette tape, and it will wake us up in the morning when he's washing the cars or doing some chores. He will play that song. That's one of the songs that introduced me to dancehall. You know what I'm saying? Like, and look at me now. You know, my 5th studio album has Shaggy on that, and Angelique Kidjo, she's African Mama now. Our African Mama Foundation. You know, she's taking African music to the globe and back. How many times? You know, and she loved the record we made. You know, and I think when I made that record was like it's like almost 5 years old. You know. Is it? Yes. When I made it, it sounded so clean. I could see a future for it, so much so that we didn't want to rush it. So Gazi knows my, you know, what touches my heart. So when he introduced the rhythm, we didn't rush it. We worked on it gradually, turned the whole thing into a live play. He actually played it live now. We took time. And then when, you know, I got the opportunity through Denta. Denta was the one who introduced me and Angelique. Okay. You know, and right there, she got Wapema immediately there. And she asked me if I could speak Ewe. I said yes, of course. So we spoke a few lines, and you know, you realize that she's Benin, and so she actually does like a mother will do. You know, harnessing the kids who are doing, you know, that music and propelling the African vibe. So she actually made time, and the management team has been so supportive. Like they never hesitated in doing anything, clearing whatsoever, and we have a beautiful song already. You guys watch out for the video. Another amazing masterpiece. Like everywhere she is, God bless her for dropping this for us. It's not for just me, but this is a song that generation will come and you know, and appreciate.
This is for Africa. You know, the album has chalked some amazing feats. It peaked #1 on both Ghana iTunes and Apple Music album charts. charted in over 113 countries, including the UK and the US. Peaked at number 12 on Nigeria Apple Music album. It surpassed 18 million streams on the first day of release on Audio Mac. 6 million streams on Spotify. Oh my goodness. How does that make you feel, man? I mean,
tomorrow makes it 2 weeks old.
Yeah,
but
just 2 weeks old.
Yeah, 14 days. It's not even 100 days sometimes, And we're just grateful because we have had a plan.
This is huge, eh?
It's huge. It's huge for me, and I'm very great. Like I told you, my theme for the year is gratefulness. I'm not gonna stop being grateful up until whenever my theme changes.
Listen, Stonebwoy has got an Amapiano song on it.
Crazy.
What is it called again?
Featuring the almighty DJ Maforisa. You know the vibe, and he produced it as well. Him and another guy. If you want Amapiano, you know who you should call.
Yes.
Mad song. It's called Apoteke. Ask me now. Apoteke is pharmacy. It means pharmacy.
Okay,
that's all.
So there's a trending dance routine to it.
Exactly.
And boy,
shout out to
nailed
Ziggy.
it.
He made that up.
We nailed it here in the studio.
I think you chiseled it and I nailed it.
My guy. My guy, what's that?
Because the chisel has a bigger impact. Oh, nah, that's just what I mean.
No, bro.
Okay, you nailed it and I chiseled it.
No, we both nailed it. Look, guys, I did the dance routine, the trending thing on TikTok. They need to put the video out so they see how beautiful my choreography is.
Yes, exactly.
The amazing dance moves.
You hammered it.
Odi Asada first. My goodness. In fact, I think after this, I need to apologize for those dance moves.
No, but that is it. That's why I said you chiseled it to cry. You chiseled
anyway, Charlie,
but shout out to Ziggy for coming up with that dance routine. People love it, and I love it as well. As I'm trying to master it too.
Which of the songs on the album speaks to you more?
I think it's Where Is the Love.
Where's the Love?
Because that's a personal song.
Why? Where's it from?
I was in that kind of space where it was resonating to me more to bring that vibe of me into the song and ask for where is the love that is supposed to be. Because realistically, if we had love, true love for one another, we'll do things differently. I read something that said, people can give you love, but it doesn't mean they have it for you. They can give it to you as and when it's necessary for their gain, but it's not like they really have love for you. So that also inspired my writing at that point when I was speaking. The verses speak about myself and my struggles, and even actually spreading it across about it's inspirational, very inspirational. It's called Where Is the Love on the album.
Is it because you thought that you're not getting love from somewhere?
Oh, not really, but not about, it's generally, as a creative, you're inspired. And when it does come, you have to broaden it enough so that everybody can fit in there. I'm grateful for the love that I get from those who really show me. It might not always mean that they have it for me, but as and when they show it to me, I receive it in good faith as well,
Mentioned album by Stonebwoy. Now, how's this Def Jam record deal going though?
It's doing amazing. The partnership is
how's it impacting
great.
Your career and in what specific areas?
Yeah, man. Globally, like we intended to, I have chalked so many things that I wouldn't have easily, been able to chalk when it comes to the Western side, which is America, especially. We've been able to do some great PR, some great, some great behind the scene works are going management wise, brand wise, marketing wise. Because I can tell you for free that I have the same team that works on some of the biggest names that you know. You know, exactly. Some of the biggest name. Not to boast with it, but these are the people.
You don't even need to say it. It's Def
Yeah,
Jam. Hello.
exactly. So if,
Yeah.
if people like this are involved in
Yeah.
your marketing and your brand and etc., there's definitely that height to reach. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really grateful. Without without a deal like this, I couldn't have accessed heights like that. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you able to say now that these are the days you dreamed of?
Interestingly, yes. Interestingly, yes. I should be able to say that. I should be. Because this is Stonebwoy, Burniton Music Group, and Def Jam. Once upon a time, it would definitely have been a dream to achieve, and we're here. So that's why I told you already that, like, from here, it's just right into the fifth dimension.
Yeah.
And it's just
I wasn't
pouring
even
out my creativity.
I wasn't even just referring to Def Jam. I was talking about career-wise, life in total.
Jano, yes, of course. I couldn't be ungrateful because, bro, like, I just want to mind my words, to be honest. I said I don't sound anyway, but I'm super grateful, brother. Super grateful. Like, this is a small boy from Ashaiman. This is the stone from Ashaiman that has worked his way up to this point. I'm able to take care of family, people are able to live on the name that God has given me to work with. Bro, even myself, God knows, I'm able to get my dream stuff right now. Right now, so far, I have what I want to get in my dreams.
Yeah.
Not, the dreams get bigger and changes,
Yeah.
but so far, I'm super grateful. So we thank God,
Okay.
and I can't be,
And
bro.
even better, I actually hear you set up the Livingston Foundation.
For sure, exactly.
Tell me about it.
Yes, and the foundation is here to, support climate change, climate and environmental situations, and as well education and health situations. And one of our latest projects that we just launched right now, this is something I've been looking to do, and I think now I'm happy to announce that we are now ready to, embark on some borehole projects in some parts of some towns or villages around Takoradi.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do some number of boreholes to be able to give them, clean water to use, because we did the groundwork and we realized that the water bodies that, have been polluted heavily, and it's making these people sick and etc. We've done health screening, and we realized there's a whole documentary, like a short documentary, on how it is affecting their lives very badly.
Okay.
And so I'm happy that the foundation, again, we do stuff, but this one is another major one that we're going to do this month.
Yeah, kudos to you,
So,
and I'm sure Ghana needs to support the Livingston Foundation.
Definitely,
It's a good one. Yeah.
definitely.
I'm also very impressed with how you actually add family to all that you do. You look like you're able to balance it pretty well.
It's obvious, isn't it?
Wifey is coming along. She's jamming along. She's at your parties. You're playing with the kids and whatnot. I mean, that looks good. It must be easy fitting in now, isn't it?
Yes, it's not always easy, but because we have the right foundation, I can say, and the right mindsets, it's coming along so seamlessly. But
Okay.
there's definitely work underneath it. So, yeah, man.
This weekend, we celebrate Mother's Day. Any special word you'd want to share?
I mean, may my mother so rest in peace.
Yeah.
She's one person I'd always love to have around every day, any day. And with a time like this, with the foundation again is going to be doing something with some widows from Ashaiman.
Okay.
Visit them, pay them visit, do a few stuff, make them happy for the day. So that's something that is on my heart to do on Sunday. And I just want to send strength to every mother, especially the single mothers who have had to raise their babies all by themselves are doing it alone and are sweating and tearing stuff up. It's not really easy. I definitely only can pray that favor finds you and that child becomes a blessing and wipes away your tears, because I mean we come from situations like that one way or the other. So I can only understand, so that they can also live to enjoy the fruit of their children's labor, basically, every mother. So you don't know.
It's my prayer that favor will find you too.
Amen.
Thank you so much for coming by,
Amen.
Stonebwoy. Bless you.
Bless
Stonebwoy
you,
here on Joy 99.7 FM.